What's going on, guys? God bless you. Carlos here with Serranos Mobile Detail in Dallas, Texas. Thank you so much for joining me on this nice and chilly Monday. Well, chilly here in Dallas. It is cold, and as the days go by, the temperature is going to keep dropping and dropping. But anyways, thank you guys for all the support and all the feedback on yesterday's video with my final reveal on my setup. Sorry for making you guys wait so long for it, but I think it was worth it. A lot of people loved the way it came out. I got a lot of new ideas, like maybe putting a fridge. Others said maybe I could put a microwave in there. Others said I could put a bar on top of where the polishers are. A lot of crazy ideas, but very fun though. But today's video, guys, is gonna be very short. I think I'm not trying to make it long. Hopefully more of just a quick educational video on something that has helped my business for many years, and hopefully it helps you, especially for those who struggle with pricing, maybe for those who are just starting and are looking for ways to maybe make your business a little bit better, maybe, or maybe creating a more better presentation to the customer. So stick around. That's exactly what we're going to be talking about, but we'll be right back. Today I was working on this Jeep, and this Jeep was heavily pet hair. It had a lot of pet hair, right? This Jeep, actually, I coated, I think a couple months back. So I was very excited, for one, to see the car, how the customers have been maintaining it, right? And two, just to see the customer again. I'm always appreciative of the customers who give me an opportunity. But this vehicle has a lot of pet hair, right? And if you're starting your business and you're looking for ways to maybe get your, not your name, well, get your name out there, of course, but to make it more sense to the customers, right? There is two things I do when I get this type of scenario, right? And this scenario is just gonna be you've been inquired by the customer, right? And they say, and you ask them your questions, right? As far as my business, the questions I'm always going to ask is, what year is the vehicle? When was this vehicle last detailed? Do we have any pets, obviously? And also, any major accidents within the last 6 months, like spills or anything like that that you might know of, right? Those are the questions I tend to ask on regular basis. That's just gonna give me an idea of what I'm working with, right? I also ask for pictures. Without any pictures, I'm not gonna give you a price. I'm not gonna go forward with saying, oh, okay, well, here's the price. For me and my business, I have to know what I am dealing with, right? I have to know what to expect or what I'm working with. This way, one, I don't underbid myself, right? I don't show up to a job without knowing exactly what I'm working with. So always ask questions. If you're not asking questions in your business, you could be running into a huge problem, and that's just showing up to a job without knowing what you're going to be doing. Because then what I see many detailers do is they'll show up and they quoted the customer already. The customer already has a budget or already has a price, pretty much that what they're going to be paying for the day, right? And a lot of these detailers show up and they see that, oh wow, this is a little bit more than what I thought, and I underquoted. And what do? They call the customer and they say, hey customer, this is gonna be, it's gonna be more. It's gonna be more because it's dirty, right? And probably the customer told you it's dirty, it has pet hair, it has everything, right? And you quoted that and you already gave the price to the customer. And then when you show up, now you want to raise the price more on the customer because you underbid yourself and you didn't do probably your homework to get all the information you needed to be ready for this job, right? So when a customer usually tells me, and they answer all my questions and they say, I do have a pet or I have dogs, and I say, great, I give them two options, right? I usually ask them, is removing the hair a big concern for you, right? And the reason I ask that is because this is where I will open up just two opportunities. One is decrease my timing, or two, make my timing worthwhile, right? So what you're gonna see next is option number one, and feel free to, if you want to save this for you, save it, right? The price is dependent, right, in your area, what you charge. This pricing, the price doesn't matter, right? This is just an example, right? So option number one, and in parentheses it says $300. What is that going to include, right? That's going to be a interior detail, vacuum all the interior, scrub all the interior, extract all the interior. Obviously, if they have leather, then you would do your leather treatment or clean your leather and all of that. Condition all the interior, blow all your interior. The exterior, as far as my packages, every car I touch comes with a free exterior wash. That's just how it is. And if they're like, well, I don't need it washed, okay, that's fine. We won't wash it, but the price doesn't change. Clean the wheels, tires, dress, and that's it, right? On average, this usually takes me about 2 to 3 hours, right? But on this package, I will vacuum to the best of my ability, right? Even though I know that the customer has pet hair, this could be the option to the customer where they say, honestly, my dog's always gonna be in here, so it really doesn't matter to me. I'm okay, if all the pet hair is not gone, right? This is the perfect option for that type of customer that is not concerned, right? And I always tell the customers, I will vacuum it to the best of my ability. There is still gonna be some pet hair roaming around on average, so just know that's gonna happen, right? And usually the customers, they are very fair. They understand. As long as you present your package, you explain it, you won't have any issues when you tell the customer that it's ready and the final product is done, right? They will be like, oh wow, this has a lot of pet hairs, right? Because you've already told them. You're gonna vacuum it to your best of your ability, and you're gonna try to get as much pet hairs as you can, right? Option number two. This is the option where I love to help detailers make more money, right? So option number two is a price of $400. Again, the price doesn't matter. The price is whatever you want to put it. This is just an example, right? So option number two is a interior detail with pet hair removal, right? This is for those customers that are like, you know what? I would really want you to get as much pet hair as possible, to get it off. Perfect. This is the perfect package for those types of customers, right? And it's gonna include everything that is from option number one, right? So it's gonna give you everything on that option, right? From option number one. But we're adding the pet hair removal. With this one, it is more cost, but it's also more time. And you and I know that when we're working with pet hair, it can be tedious. You have to have all these different types of pet hair tools to remove pet hair, the pumice stones, the aniline pet hair brush, the Max Shine pet hair tool brush. Some use a glove, some use different other tools, right? There's just so much things that you sometimes have to carry to get the job done, right? So because of that, it's gonna take you longer to remove all that pet hair. So in return, you're going to charge more. So more time, you're gonna charge more on the cost, right? So always charge accordingly when working with a vehicle that has a lot of pet hair, right? Many times we hear stories where a lot of people undercharge because they didn't know how to tell the customer that it was gonna be more, right? But this is just an option, right? Give two options to the customer when they're wanting interior detail, right? And just per se, this option here it's $100 less. It's a full interior detail, but all we're gonna do is we're gonna try to vacuum to the best of we can, do the extraction and all of that. But there's still gonna be some light pet hairs, right? Or option number two, it's $100 more, right? But we are going to take our time on this and remove all the pet hair, right? So you took that customer from 300 now to 400, and a lot of people might say, oh wow, you're robbing the customer. But no, you're not robbing the customer. You're just charging accordingly. You're charging your time, because when working with pet hair, it's one of those things where it's like it's gonna take time. It's a love and hate relationship, to be honest. So this is something that has helped my business so much, from really, if from being there all day, well, not all day, but being there more, than to being there less, if that makes sense. Because many times customers like, really, I didn't even care about the pet hair, and I'm here taking my time, right? So then I ended up coming up with this kind of idea of giving two options to the customers and let them choose, right? Is pet hair really a main issue for them that they want to do? If it's not, then guess what? The $300 package is going to be perfect. Or if it is, the $400 package is going to be the route they would like to take. But just a quick tip, maybe this is something that could benefit your business. Maybe if you want to try it out. I know for my business, it has tremendously helped, as increase value as well. Because at the end of the day, we're in this to, obviously, like I said, we're not going to be millionaires, but we're here to provide a service at a cost of quality, right? You're not here to rush this customer. Charge accordingly, right? And trust me, the customer is going to be happy. So I hope today's video kind of helped you guys out, maybe on something maybe that you've been having a hard time. Hopefully this video kind of helped you guys out. But as always, God bless you guys. Thank you so much for watching today's video, and we'll catch you guys on the next one.